What up, sports fans? I'm Paulo Camacho, and this is the Macho Sports Report, where I talk to you about the sports stories that matter to me, hopefully matter to you. Look, it's getting more and more difficult to be optimistic about the Sacramento Kings. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot to like about the team. They have one of the premier big men in the league in DeMarcus Cousins, a guy who just earned his second straight All-Star berth, and the de facto franchise player for the Purple and Black. They have a point guard in Rajon Rondo, a guy who basically revitalized his career in Sac-Town, averaging 11.9 points and 11.9 assists per game through 50 games played. The Kings have the third best scoring offense in the league, at 106.9 through 50 games. They had a firm grasp of the 8th seed in the postseason in late January, coming off a 5-game winning streak. Then, things took a turn for the worse. They have now lost 8 of their last 10 games, escaping the complete embarrassment of losing to 8-win Philadelphia on Wednesday, 114-110, and breaking a 4-game losing streak. The reason? They're incapable of playing defense. They're currently dead last in scoring defense at 100.9.1 points per game through 50 games. In their last 8 losses, they failed to hold their opponents to under 105 points, and have failed to hold their last 3 opponents, aside from Wednesday, to under 120. To add insult to injury, the team's front office continues to look totally incompetent, waffling between wanting to fire head coach George Karl to recently deciding to keep him. It's gotten so bad, pundits have resorted to calling the Kings the Cleveland Browns of the NBA. And valid questions are being asked. What future free agents would want to play for this dumpster fire of a franchise? One where owner Vivek Ranadive changes head coaches like he does used pairs of underwear. One where their franchise player is seen, despite his talent, as a pouty, brooding head case. One where their future prospects are crippled by terrible decisions regarding draft picks. What are you supposed to do with all that? Frankly, I don't know. I'm not the general manager. But considering how bad things have gotten, it seems like the only thing they can do is blow up the lineup come the trade deadline. Trade Gay, trade Rondo, and yes, even trade DeMarcus. Get some value back for the talent dump and start looking to the future. Make up for the draft picks that they gave up in those pick-swapping debacles by getting some of them back. Convince Ranadive to fade into the background and stay there. Press that hard reset button on the franchise and start from scratch. I realize that's something no one associated with Sacramento wants. Not the front office, not the players, and certainly not the fans. After all, that doomsday scenario would force the fans to say goodbye to their favorite players. But at the end of the day, the current course of action, with all the pieces assembled, simply isn't built to win. Not on the short term, not on the long term, or quite frankly, not on any term. This front office, Ranadive included, has made too many franchise-altering missteps, both publicly and privately, to expect that minor tweaks or little changes can alter the course of this franchise. I don't want to see Cousins go. I don't want to see anyone go. But if the franchise has any chance of washing away the toxicity they have accrued over the past 3 years, maybe they have to nuke everything for the sake of the team. And for the sake of its fans. All right, Kings fans, I'm talking to you now. What do you think the Kings have to do in order to right the ship moving forward? Do you think a nuke job on the team's personnel is necessary to turn into an eventual winner? Am I being completely off base in suggesting the team get rid of its best players? Probably, right? Leave your responses in the comments section below. I'm Paulo Camacho, and this has been the Macho Sports Report. Peace out, sports fans!